Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 860th Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. Just to say, last Wednesday I put a very old battle on from 2011. Okay, well this battle is from 2010. In fact, the exact date was the 18th of October 2010 this battle was fought. So it'd be interesting to see, look at the army builds, the battle formations, the tactics and strategies from 2010 in comparison with 2024. That's why I like showing these older battles, so we can compare what we were doing back in those days compared to today. Okay, our first teammate is Brotherhood member Cal. Now Cal has got 17 infantry and 3 cavalry. Sadly we don't see Cal anymore on RTW, but he was a great player of his day. So 17 infantry and 3 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry, and he's got 7 upgrades. An experienced stripe, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. But with 17 infantry units, you can see this is really a infantry based army. Oh, one of his cavalry units has got 8 upgrades on, 2 experienced stripes, gold shield, gold attack. But as I say, with 17 infantry units, this is a very infantry based army in 2010. Okay, their next teammate is Brotherhood member Cyborg. Now Cyborg has got 18 infantry and 2 cavalry. Okay, later on in Cyborg's RTW career, he moved on to the King's Clan, but we will talk about the King's Clan a little bit later on. But once again, a very infantry-based army. Quick look at the upgrades on his 2 cavalry, and he's got 7 upgrades, and experienced stripe, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry there. Okay, so Cyborg 18 infantry and Cal 17 infantry. So we can see now that these 2 armies are very, very infantry based. Okay, their third teammate is Brotherhood member EthEth, who has actually supplied all these old battles for us to see. Now he's got 16 infantry and 4 cavalry. Okay, 16 infantry and 4 cavalry. Once again, another very infantry-based army here. Quick look at the upgrades, and he's got 7 upgrades on his cavalry, an experienced strike, gold shield, gold attack. So, as I say, once again, very, very infantry-based, isn't it? These 3 armies. I mean, Cal, what's it, 17 infantry units for Cal, 18 units for Cyborg, and 16 infantry units for EthEth. So, as I say, very, very infantry-based armies in 2010. Okay, and their last teammate is Brotherhood member Spartan Leonidas, and he has got 17 infantry and 3 cavalry. Okay, 17 infantry and 3 cavalry. Quick look at the cavalry here, the upgrades on his cavalry. And he's got 6 upgrades, and experienced stripe, gold shield, gold attack. Now I'm not sure if this is standard armies for battles, or whether they've bought this amount of infantry because of who they're facing. It could well be the case. But those of you that like statistics might like to know that have you noticed anything different in these armies in comparison to 2024? Have you noticed anything maybe missing from these armies in 2010 in comparison to 2024? Okay, 4 Roman armies, no archers. Do you notice that? Not a single archer in out of these 4 Roman armies. In comparison to 2024, I think last night I saw some Roman players bringing 8 and 6 archers, 6 and 8 archers to the battlefield. But here in 2010, no archers. But as I say, those of you that like statistics might like to know that this team have got 68 infantry. Yes, 68 infantry and 12 cavalry. Okay, so this Brotherhood team here, 68 infantry and 12 cavalry. So, as I say, I think they might have bought all this infantry because of who they're facing. But you'll see what I mean in a minute when we have a look at the enemy team. But this should be a cracking battle from 2010. And here is the other team. We have Greek clansman Leonidas. Now, just to say that the Greek clan's mission on Rome Total War was to be the best clan with the pike and spear factions. And to this end, we used to see them practicing for hours and hours and hours. They'd go into game, they'd come out, talk about the tactics and strategy of that game, and then went back in to the game again. And I think most players did agree that the Greek clan did turn out to be the best clan with the spear and pike factions. Now, Greek Leonidas here has got 5 archers, 2 armoured hoplites and 12 Spartans. And if my memory serves me right, I think Greek Leonidas was the leader of the Greek clan as well. I might be wrong there, but if my memory serves me right, he was. And as I say, their mission was to become the best clan with the pike and spear factions, and I think most players would agree that's exactly what they did become, the best clan with the pike and spear factions. So that's Greek Leonidas there. And then the next teammate is another Greek player, Greek Athenian. Now, Greek Athenian has got 4 Silver Shield Legionnaires, 2 archers, 8 Silver Shield pikes, and 6 cataphracts. Okay, so that's his Seleucid army there. And as I say, they're very good with the pikes and spears. Now, if you notice here, you'll see he's got his Silver Shield Legionnaires at the forward units of his battle formation there. Remember, these guys can throw pilers, and they're pretty solid infantry, actually. They're quite good. They're not as good as urban cohorts, which they look like, but they are pretty solid. And then you've got the Silver Shield pikemen there. Okay, there's a Silver Shield pikeman. Just look at the length of those pikes that our men are going to have to fight down. That our team, that the Brotherhood team's going to have to fight down there with their Roman troops. Okay, then he's got his archers there. Quick look at the upgrades on his pikemen. You might be quite surprised to see just gold shield, gold attack on his general unit. I think most of his infantry unit are just gold shield, gold attack. Quick look at his cataphracts, and there you are. He's got 8 upgrades on, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack on his cataphracts. Remember, we call these guys the tanks of the ancient world because they're armoured from head to toe, and used properly they can be battle-winning troops. So there's Greek Athenian and Greek Leonidas' armies there. They look quite effective. Their next teammate is a Wolves player. It's nice to see Wolves, isn't it? And if you look at the long name that he's got, we just used to call him Pisa. Pisa. Can you see P-I-S-A in amongst his name? That's what we used to call him. And he's got 17 infantry and 3 cavalry. 17 infantry and 3 cavalry for Wolves Pisa there. Very good player of his day. And don't forget, the Wolves were a mighty clan at one time on Rome Total War. Sadly, we don't see them come on anymore. Notice he's just got 1 unit as a Pilar Shield unit in front of his main battle formation there. So that's a bit of a difference, isn't it, from what we see today. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry. 1, 2, 3, 4, just 6 upgrades. An experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry there. So that's Wolves Pisa's army there. Be interesting to see how well he handles it during the course of the battle. Okay, and their last teammate is King Conan. Now, King Conan's just got 19 Sacred Band Spearmen. No cavalry, no slingers, just 19 Sacred Band Spearmen. There, as you can see, no cavalry, no slingers. Just to let you know that a lot of you will know that Conan and Conan were the co-founders of the Brotherhood clan, our clan. Okay, but I think somewhere around about 2007, 2008, somewhere around about there, Conan had a bit of an argument with some of the Brotherhood members, if I remember correctly, and this led to Conan leaving the Brotherhood and then forming the King's Clan. Okay, now don't forget, in those days there were hundreds of players in the lobby. Conan had a choice of really good players out of those hundreds that he recruited to the King's Clan, and the King's Clan became a very powerful 31k clan, and with Conan leading it, of course, it would be a powerful clan because he would only recruit the best players. And so the Brotherhood and the King's Clan, we'd had some great battles between us there. So as I say, there's the enemy team, quite diverse. You've got the Greek cities with Leonidas, you've got Seleucid with Athenian, you've got Rome there, Julii there with Pisa, Wolves Pisa, and you've got Carthage there with King Conan with 19 Sacred Band units. This should be a cracking battle for you to watch. Okay, at this stage of the battle, I thought we'd have a look at Roman battle formations from 2010. So there's Cal's battle formation. Do you think that's a lot different from Roman battle formations in 2024? Do you think that that battle formation from 2010 looks roughly like we still use 14 years on? And then you've got Cyborg there. I noticed one thing here, just 1 Pilar Shield unit in front of his battle formation. I think that's something that we've changed over 14 years, isn't it, I think. And notice he's got a mini army in behind his main kind of battle formation there. If we have a look here at EthEth's army, can you see once again just one unit, one pilot shield unit in front of the battle formation? So I think that's one thing we can say definitely have changed over 14 years, is the pilot shield units that we use in front of our main battle formation. And there you go, there's a Spartan Leonidas from 2010. I think that's a battle formation that you could see today. Please put your thoughts in the comments. It'd be interesting to see if you notice anything different today from 2010. Okay, at this stage of the battle, you'll see that King's Conan is putting his 19 Sacred Band Spearmen in front of his allies' armies there. Bearing in mind that those Sacred Band Spearmen can be very susceptible to missile damage, and bearing in mind that the Brotherhood team are all Roman troops with loads of pilots and loads of infantry, so they've got even more pilots than maybe they normally would do, I was quite surprised that King Conan would do that. Okay, he's got 2 pilot shield units out the front of his battle formation there, but I would have thought the Brotherhood team would be looking at that and thinking, well, that would be a good pilot target for their infantry. Here you can see Greek Athenian moving his Seleucid troops forward there, and you can see Greek Leonidas there moving his Spartans forward there, his Greek city's army forward there. You'll see Spartan Leonidas moving over to his allies, but with these units in the forward part there of the enemy team, they are quite susceptible to pilot damage there. It wouldn't surprise me if Wolves Pisa here was used as a reserve army, if you see what I mean. So there you are, you can see those 3 armies out the front, and as I say, it looks like Wolves Pisa's army is going to be put in behind them as kind of a reserve force, so that he can move troops to the flanks if needed, or move them to the centre there. So that's a pretty good I think tactical move there by the enemy team, if you see what I mean there. I think that's a good movement there of moving those that Julii army at the rear of the 3 other armies there, so that he can then support them. And they've got their cavalry at the back as well that can also support. So it'd be interesting to see what happens there. As I say, wouldn't surprise me if there's some flanking on this side. It'd be interesting to see. Okay, at this very, very early stage of the battle here, you'll see the Brotherhood team moving their Roman armies towards the enemy team there. My guess is with a view to throw in a lot of pilots into the enemy team to weaken them before they get into hand-to-hand fighting. You'll notice here, can you see that Cal looks to me like he's had a small glitch there. Those of you that are not familiar with glitches, sometimes your troops just seem to expand massively all over the battlefield when you try and move them. And then they move back together where you want them to eventually, but it is a bit of a nuisance when that happens, and it looks to me like Cal is having a small glitch there, as you can see, but hopefully his troops will reform quite quickly. Here, as I said, I would have thought that EthEth would be looking to throw loads of pilots into those Carthage Sacred Band units. But don't forget, you've got the Seleucid Silver Shield Legionnaires just behind those Carthage troops there, throwing pilots into EthEth's forward pilot shield units there. So as I say, a lot of damage here can be done to the Carthaginians and the Seleucids there from pilots. Of course, the Spartans will suffer less casualties from pilots as they've got those 2 hit points. Right, let's just pause the game for a second here. So what I'm thinking here, I don't know what you're thinking. Do you think today we would be looking to flank this Carthage enemy army there? Do you think that today we'd be looking to take units around the flank? Okay, they've got that reserve Julii army there, but at least if you took units around the flank, it would kind of bother them. Do you know what I mean? They'd have to be watching what's happening on that flank, stretching their resources a bit more. You see what I mean? I just wonder if you think in 2024 we'd be looking more at flanking at this stage. Please leave your thoughts in the comments, because as I say, the reason I'm showing these battles is to show the difference between, say, 2010 and 2024, just to see what you think there. You can see Pisa there, Wolves Pisa's moved one of his infantry units forward there, possibly to throw pilots into there you go, yeah, throwing pilots there into our Brotherhood team's forward units there. And you can see there that Brotherhood members putting that unit into Testudo there. But as I say, I was quite surprised to see Conan putting his Carthage Sacred Band units out the front there, bearing in mind they are very susceptible to missile damage. But I suppose he did have 17 Sacred Band units, so he may well think that he can do that and still have a good solid army there if need be. There where you can see, I know Cyborg was a very attacking player in his day, and you can see that he's attacking already. But you can see the centre there of the enemy team looks very strong, with the Silver Shield Legionnaires there. Okay, now I thought this was quite a good tactic here by the Greek general. Can you see how long those pikes are, the Seleucid pikes? Now they could penetrate through their Silver Shield Legionnaire ally there, killing enemy troops. But of course the enemy troops couldn't kill them because the Legionnaires are in between the pikemen and the enemy troops there, if you see what I mean. So they could kill enemy troops with those long pikes through their Legionnaire allies there without being killed themselves. They got another line of pikes there as well in the centre. So I think the centre has been very well barricaded there, and I think that centre will take a lot to be broken there by the Brotherhood team. But as I say, I'm just thinking here, are they thinking about doing a flanking action here around the Sacred Band units of Conan? But as I say, you've got that Roman Julio army in behind the enemy team, ready to reinforce wherever it's needed. So it's a good tactical move there, I think, by the other team there. But as I say, you can see Cyborg attacking those Carthage Sacred Band units there. As I say, Cyborg is a very aggressive player, and you can see him attacking there. And over on the other flank there, you'll see Spartan Leonidas. There, you notice he's already attacked one of the armoured hoplite units there. I wonder if they're thinking about flanking here on the Greek city side. I can see Cal's got some of his Scipio units there, plus you've got the cavalry units possibly to flank on this side. It might be a thought there. I just wondered, like, you know, from 2024 battle eyes watching this, can you see tactics and strategies here that you think are different than from 2010? You know, it'd be interesting to see what your thoughts are in the comments. If you notice anything, please put it in the comments, because I think this is very interesting. That's one of the reasons I'm showing these battles here, is just to see if we can spot the differences. Right, you can see here Cyborg then putting some of his forward units into Testudo there. Okay, remember that's the Roman classic defense against pike and spear attacks. And also you can move your units in Testudo into pike and spear units there. You might we might see that a little bit later on in this battle. Okay, but as I say, if you look at the centre there of the enemy team, it looks very strong, very barricaded there. Just to see if our Brotherhood team are going to try and break through there, or if they're going to be more tactical, as I say, and think about a flanking action here on one flank or the other. I think it'll be interesting to see. The Spartans would be more of a, obviously more of a challenge if we tried flanking, if the Brotherhood team tried flanking on that flank. But it'll be interesting to see what the tactics and strategies are going to be during the course of this battle. As I say, please put your thoughts down in the comments. Okay, still at this very early stage of the battle there, you'll see that Cyborg is advancing there. Also, you'll see that EthEth here has put some of his units into Testudo and is marching those units in that Testudo formation into the pikes and spears of the enemy team there. Okay, you can see that Testudo unit has been greatly weakened there, but you can see it moving in towards the pikes there. You can see some piles being thrown into the enemy troops as well. But as I say, this is a very well defended part of their battle line here. I think it'd be very difficult to try and punch a hole through their line if you just look at the defences there. As I say, I think like the other battle I put on Wednesday, back in these days it was like very much of the case of trying to break down barricaded front doors rather than flank maybe. But you can see Cyborg there moving his units forward there, attacking some of those Carthage Sacred Band units there. You can see those archers of Leonidas there, probably ready to try and target the archers of the Brotherhood team. the cavalry of the Brotherhood team. As you can see, a lot of pylons there being thrown into enemy units there from the Brotherhood team. So I say that's going to be causing a lot of casualties to the enemy team before they really even get into hand-to-hand fighting there. But I say those units in Testudo there you can see a Seleucid, a Silver Shield Legionary unit in Testudo there, in amongst their spear and pike units there. But as I say, over here on this flank, this Carthage flank, this could well be a target for the Brotherhood team. But as I say, the centre there, that is so well barricaded. There, that front door of the enemy team is so well barricaded, I'm not sure that the Brotherhood team would be able to break that front door down. Especially with this enemy Julii Roman army ready to reinforce any part of their battle line at all. I think that's a really good tactic there from 2010. There, that to keeping that army in reserve, ready to kind of support anywhere on the battle line there. I think that's that's a pretty good tactic there from 2010. But as I say here, the Carthage Sacred Band units would take terrible damage from the pylons that the Brotherhood team could throw into them there. So as I say, this could be a possible flank that the Brotherhood team may well look at attacking there. As I say, it may be flanking there with some units, although with the enemy reserves they've got in place there, it's going to be a bit tricky. Right, can you see these Seleucid cataphracts going to charge in? Now, have they raised the pikes and spears of their allies before they charge through? And bang, as they smash through. Just makes me wonder there whether the coordination of raising the spears and pikes before those cavalry units charged in there, or did they lose some cavalry to friendly pikes and spears? I noticed there's a Seleucid pike unit there, and I think I can see the pikes are still down there, so that cavalry may well have lost a lot of cavalry on their own pikes and spears possibly there. But here you can see, as I say, Cyborg being aggressive there against the Carthage Sacred Band on this left flank, if you like. But as I say, just look how well defended and barricaded this centre is of the enemy team there. As I say, EthEth looks to me like he's trying to punch through it. But I think that's going to be a pretty tall order to do that, to get through the centre there. You can see Cyborg moving some of his infantry up, probably looking to throw some more pylons into the Carthage Sacred Band units there. Here from this view, you can see all up and down the battle line there, see what's actually going on. Just pause the game for a second here. So as I say, the Carthage units there seem to have been greatly weakened there, if you notice, bearing in mind that Conan had 19 units there. That to me looks like a weakened flank that could well be a good target for the Brotherhood team there. Okay, you might bring some Julii reinforcements over there, but I think that'd be pretty good. And here you can see Greek Leonidas as archers there. Make no mistake, he's been keeping his archers quiet there, just waiting to target the Brotherhood team's cavalry. Okay, that's what he'll be looking to target. Just look at the volume of fire arrows coming in on this cavalry there. You can see that. I think that's Cal's cavalry there, and he will be receiving a lot of casualties there. See all the burnt cavalry there, been killed by the fire arrows. So make no mistake there, Leonidas won't be wasting a single arrow. He will be targeting the Brotherhood cavalry wherever he can. He'll realise not to bother to target the Roman infantry head on, because that'd be a waste of arrows. If you notice there, I think he's firing a combination of fire arrows and ordinary arrows there. Remember, ordinary arrows do more damage, okay, but fire arrows, they lower the morale of enemy troops as well as causing casualties there. If you notice there, I think that there are some Brotherhood cavalry in range there, and you can see that Leonidas now is thinking to himself, oh, this is great, I'll just take out a load of these cavalry here. And you know, we talk about battlefield awareness. You'll notice another volume of arrows coming in on this cavalry. Look, whack, as they come in there, and the cavalry's still not being moved. Okay, that cavalry needs to be moved there out of range of those archers, or they're going to suffer a heck of a lot of casualties there. Another volley of fire arrows in on the Brotherhood team's cavalry there. And if we just pause the game there, look at all those cavalry there that I think EthEth has just lost. You can see the ones that were killed by fire arrows and the ones that were killed by ordinary arrows there. Okay, so that's one thing there. Keep the cavalry out of range of Leonidas, his archers there. But as I say, just look how EthEth is trying to punch a hole through the center of the enemy troops here. He's really trying to push through, as I say, trying to punch a hole through that barricaded front door. You've got Carthage troops, Seleucid troops, Julii troops there, and I think there's a Greek city Spartan unit in there as well, holding the center. But here you can see, remember Leonidas had 17 infantry units, plus you can see Cal has got some infantry units in there as well. So this could be another possible flanking area here. Yes, they've got cavalry, but if they come around with that much infantry and their own cavalry, that could well neutralize the enemy cavalry that are waiting to strike there. As I say, please put your thoughts in the comments here. He could well pin and hold those Greek city units while he takes units around the flank. That may be a possibility that they're looking at. But as I say, here you can see Leonidas once again targeting the Brotherhood cavalry. Just look at that volume of arrows, whack, straight in there. And you can see how many cavalry the Brotherhood team have lost through archer hits there from Leonidas. So as I say, that's a good lesson to learn in 2010. Keep your cavalry out of range of good enemy archers. But here you'll see that Cal is also attacking the center of the enemy line there, along with EthEth. There you can see, as I say, it looks to me like Cal and EthEth are trying to punch that hole through the center there. But I just think that center is so well defended there, it'd be difficult for them to do. Cyborg, it looks to me like Conan has consolidated this left flank there with those Carthage Sacred Band units. They seem to be quite solid now. And he's got, don't forget, he's got Sacred Band units in the centre as well. See EthEth there. Now, can you see that's his general unit he's using to attack? Now, of course, these days we would look after our general more, wouldn't we? We certainly wouldn't put our general in the front line like that when we've got other units to use. So to see a unit there, the general unit, being used to attack the centre of the enemy line there would be, I would suggest, quite unusual in 2024. Once again, please put your thoughts in the comments. You might disagree. Please, it'd be interesting to see what your thoughts are on that. But bearing in mind he's got lots of other units he could attack with there, to use his general, I think would be unusual in 2024. But of course, we've got to remember this is 2010, and tactics, strategies, army builds have evolved a bit in 14 years, I would suggest there. But as I say there, you can see really trying to push in, but just look at the enemy's defences there. I mean, that centre area is so well guarded there, if you like. So many enemy units there. It'd be very difficult to do anything. Right, you can see that Julii cavalry charging through. Now, as his allies lifted their spears and pikes as he goes through. There you go, you can see it, look. Bang, as he smashes in. You'll see the SBQR cavalry is counter-attacking there, look. Bang! As he charges back in there. Oh my gosh, just look at that SBQR cavalry smashing there, trying to take out that Julii general. Do you notice here that Pisa, Wolves Pisa's general, is also exposed to an attack? Fancy putting your general in the forward units of a battle like this. I mean, make no mistake, that centre is a grinding down battle there. But as I say, here you can see that Julii cavalry charging through. But unfortunately, I can see the Seleucid pikes are still down. So make no mistake there, that Julii general would have lost, I'm guessing, a lot of cavalry charging through his allies' pike units when the pikes were down. Also, Wolves Pisa's general's very exposed to an enemy attack there. And make no mistake, I'm guessing that the Brotherhood team have spotted that Julii general is very exposed there. And that's why there's so many SBQR units around there attacking in that area. Trying to take out the Julii general, take out the general morale bonus. Here comes another cavalry charge there. And there you go, that's another cavalry charge. Look at bang! That smashes in. Once again, look, trying to smash a hole through that enemy battle line with cavalry and infantry. Another cavalry attack coming in from the Brotherhood team, look. And there it goes again, look. Bang! bang, as they smash in there. See, Cal and EthEth here trying desperately, if you like, to smash through that enemy line there. Just look at that. Blunt force trauma attack here. Look. No clever tactics, no clever strategy. Just trying to smash a hole through the enemy battle line there. Okay, oh my gosh, really trying to break through there, aren't they? You can see. And here goes Cal, charging his Scipii cavalry. And again, look, getting a full cavalry charge bonus as he charges in, look. Ah, bang, as he smashes in there. But there's a group of Seleucid pikes in there. I can see Greek city Spartan units in there. So there's no way that the cavalry are going to penetrate there. Let's pause the game for a second here. So can you see tactical attack differences in 2010 to 2024? Be interested to see what your thoughts are. Right here you can see a great move by Cal and Spartan Leonidas here. They're coming around the flank. They decided they're going to attack around the flank here. Great move by them. Spartan Leonidas may well attack those Greek city units to pin and hold them, which will enable him to get his troops, and Cal to get his troops around the flank, because if those units are pinned and held, they're not going to be able to respond to the flanking movement there. So well done to Spartan Leonidas and Cal going around the flank. Over here you'll see that Cyborg is attacking those Carthaginian units, but to me this flank looks extremely weak. The enemy team here looks very weak in this position, and I think if Cyborg took his units out of Testudo and charged there, they could penetrate deep in behind the enemy lines. I don't know what all of you think watching this. As I say, please put your thoughts down. Here, let's see EthEth and Cal still really trying to penetrate the centre of the enemy team there. You know, like we saw in the other battle video, the other old battle video I put on Wednesday, trying to smash down a barricaded front door. You see what I mean? But do you think this is something we would do in 2024? Please, you know, as I say, I'm very interested in all your thoughts and comments on this battle here. But as I say, this is a nice move by Cal and Spartan Leonidas to get round the flank, and a good move by Cyborg on the other flank. Right, okay, so you will see that the Greek general, I think it's Greek Athenian here, has decided to move his cataphracts out from behind the enemy team there. Now he may well be looking to get in behind the Brotherhood troops there. Imagine if he smashed into the rear of EthEth's tired infantry that's been fighting for so long in the centre. You could do a lot of damage with those Seleucid cataphracts there. Okay, so just have to keep an eye on that, because that could be a battle-winning cavalry charge, maybe. Right, let's pause the game for a second here. So, as I say, Spartan Leonidas and Cal here, with the Spartan Leonidas there with his SBQR, and Cal with his Scipii troops there. Very nice move there, getting around the flank. That is a 2024 move. Would you agree on that? Looking to flank rather than trying to smash down a barricaded front door? What do you think? Please, please let me know. But here, as I say, imagine if those Seleucid cataphracts smashed into the back of EthEth's SBQR tired infantry there. He could possibly get a mass rout going. Here, as I say, King Conan's Sacred Band units look tired and very battle damaged. Right, so what's Greek Athenian going to do with his cataphracts? Is he going to get in behind EthEth's infantry and smash in there in wedge formation with those well-upgraded cataphracts? But here you can see Cal attacking. Now this is a good tactical move by Cal. He knows his cavalry will lose against those cataphracts, but they're going to pin and hold him there while he gets infantry over. Can you see what I mean? He's used his cavalry to pin and hold those Seleucid cataphracts while he and Cyborg bring infantry over to try and deal with those cataphracts. Cal knew he's going to lose his cavalry units that he charged in there, but look, he has now bought himself time where he could bring infantry, and Cyborg have brought infantry over to fight these Seleucid cataphracts. So I thought that was a really good tactical move there in 2010 from Cal. As I say, he sacrificed his battle-damaged cavalry units just to hold and pin those Seleucid cataphracts to give himself and his allies chance to get infantry over there. So nice move there. There's a good chance those cataphracts could get taken out, which would be good news for the Brotherhood team. Meanwhile, there you can see Cal and Spartan Leonidas really pushing in on the enemy flank now. Okay, you can see them pinning and holding those Spartan units while they get units around the flank. Nice move there. In fact, they've got right in behind the enemy team now, as you can see. So really nice move there by Spartan, Leonidas and Cal with the SBQR and Scipii armies there. So really well done to them. As I say, over here on the other flank, most of the Sacred Band units have now been taken out, and if Cyborg wanted to, he could now take those units out of Testudo and run forward and penetrate into the enemy flank from that side. Over here though, you see, oh my gosh, the Seleucid general has just been routed. So remember, Seleucid morale is not very good. I think he only had gold shield, gold attack on his pikes and legionnaires there anyway. So with the general gone, their morale is going to drop like a stone. And over here, as we thought there, you'll see the Seleucid cataphracts have all been taken out. Basically, all the Seleucid cataphracts have been taken out now. So Spartan Leonidas brought some of his cavalry units over as well to help out. So that was a good Brotherhood team move there. And as I say, here you'll see, as you can see, if Cyborg wanted to now, he just needs to run his units forward there and he could get in behind the enemy team. But over here on this flank, you'll see the enemy team are gradually cracking there, and those SBQR and Scipio units can get in behind those Spartan units there in a sandwich attack. There you can see they're just hopelessly outnumbered there. The morale of those Greek city units, even though they are excellent morale, their morale will drop being surrounded by so many enemy troops, and it wouldn't surprise me if you start to see those Spartan units there, or you can see they're routing now as they're being attacked there. So you can see Wolves Pisa trying to bring some reinforcements over here from the centre to try and shore up this flank, but I think that's basically most of the Spartan units have now been routed there just through sheer numbers of SBQR and Scipii troops there. We're just starting to roll them up. And as you can see, a lot of enemy troops starting to rout now. There's a large group of King Conan's Carthage Sacred Band units at the rear there. But as I say, here, Cyborg here just runs forward, he can take all his troops into the fray as well. But as you can see, a lot of enemy troops starting to rout now. I'd just like to say well done to EthEth there. I think most of his infantry was fighting for most of that battle. They must be very tired and battle damaged, I would think. But they were holding the enemy centre there all the time, pinning and holding loads of enemy troops there. So that was, a pretty good move there, really, to pin and hold all those enemy units. But as I say, here's King Conan there. He's got 3 of his Sacred Band units left. He is now being surrounded by Brotherhood members' armies there. Wolves Pisa's army, I think, it's just almost nearly all the units are routing there. Julio General just been taken out, so I think it's just Conan's units left there. I think the general, the Carthaginian general, is still alive there, but just look at all the Brotherhood Roman troops closing in on those Carthage units there. I would think maybe at this stage of the battle it might be worthwhile to admit defeat there, and bang, as they charge in. There's a Carthage general there. You see the Carthage general being attacked from all sides, and he's just been routed as well there. So pause the game for a second. So the Brotherhood team has managed to go on to win this battle there. If we look from one flank to the other, you can see how intense the fighting was in this 2010 battle here. Just look at that. See that line of Spartans there? Probably been killed by pilers possibly, but here you can see on this flank there, as we move further towards the center there, just look at the massive piles of dead there. You can just see how intense this battle was as we move across the battlefield there, getting closer and closer to the center, where there was fighting basically going on all the way through the battle there, where EthEth and Cal were trying to smash through the enemy lines there, trying to break down that barricaded front door there. As I say, if you move further and further across the battlefield here, you can see more and more dead there. So, oh my gosh, what an intense battle that was there. So, just say well done to the Brotherhood team there. Over here that you can see where a lot of our cavalry, a lot of Brotherhood cavalry were killed by fire arrows. You can see the charred bodies there, and the cavalry that are not charred that were killed by ordinary arrows. So Leonidas there killed a lot of Brotherhood cavalry there with his archers. Over here, that's where those Seleucid cataphracts were taken out by Brotherhood members there with infantry and cavalry. So just to say, really well done to the Brotherhood team there. But as I say, those of you watching this, do you see any tactical, strategic differences that we would do differently in 2024, or would you say that tactics and strategies haven't evolved that much? And what about army builds and battle formations? What do you feel about that? I'd be really interested to read your comments about this battle, to see what you actually think about a battle from 2010. Now, we might get the battle results. Oh, we did. That's good. I noticed some of these old battles, they do show you the results. Some don't. So there you go. So first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game there. I thought everybody played well. Surprised it was a clear victory, but well done to the Brotherhood team there. As I say, a battle fought in October 2010. Highest kills in the game goes to Spartan Leonidas there. 1,605 kills, so well done to Spartan Leonidas. Sadly, we don't see him on Rome Total War anymore, but he was a great player of his time. So well done to King Conan there. He got less than 1,000 kills, so he'll be a bit disappointed with those kills, but he was quite aggressive. Well done to Wolves Pisa. He got less than 1,000 kills, so he'll be a bit disappointed. Greek Athenian, less than 1,000 kills, so he'll be a bit disappointed there. But well done to Greek Leonidas. He got over 1,000 kills, so really well played, guys. The sad thing is that only Greek Leonidas plays maybe every couple of months he comes on. But Athenian, Pisa and Conan, they never play anymore. So it's a shame to see that. So well done to Spartan Leonidas, say highest kills in the game. Well done to EthEth, got some good kills there, really attacking that centre very aggressively. Well done to Cyborg, got some good kills too. And well done to Cal, very good tactical moves around the battlefield there. But out of all those players of the Brotherhood team, only EthEth we see playing regularly. He's come back off of a long break. Spartan Leonidas, Cyborg and Cal, we never see anymore. So out of all the players in this battle, only EthEth and Greek Leonidas we ever see now. The other 6 warriors of their day we never see, which is a bit sad, really. But as I say, this is a time capsule battle from the 18th of October 2010. Please put your comments in the comments area, because it'd be nice to read what you think about this battle. Bye for now.